Have a good afternoon, and this will be another solution for a Power Query challenge. And this is Easy Sunday Challenge from Crispo and Wangi. When I look at the challenge, in each row there are sentences, and we need to split this sentence to their respective words, and we need to extract the longest words with its length for each row. So this is the challenge, and let's go into the Excel. And I'll take this challenge to the empty Excel sheets. Select the data, Control T, and then I go to the data tab from table and range. So I need to apply a text split in order to split the, the words, their words for each sentence. And I will do it in another column, tablet column. My source table is source. My new column name is gonna be x. I will apply this function to each rows. Text split any will will be utilized, and I will apply text split any on the sentence column, and my delimiters are seen as comma, space, and dots. And after that, I'm getting a list. I'm able to separate it each word. So there is a detail that, for example, after fascinating, there is a sign. It's called, I think, exclamation sign or something like this. So I need to remove this sign because in the solution, after the words, there is not any sign. So how can we remove the sign after the words? So when we look at the second row, there is a fascinating and it has a sign. So in order to remove this sign, I need to use list function from now on, because when we get x column, we we get every row as a list. So after that, list function will work, list transform will work, and list transform will apply this function to each rows, and text remove list as list. The first argument says that. So underscore will handle, because underscore means that apply this function to each row, and remove chars. I want to remove this sign. I'm closing the parenthesis, and as you see, I'm able to remove the sign after the fascinating words. This will be step A. The next step is gonna be defining the lengths of the each words within the list. So I think I'm going to use the same function. It will be pretty same. Need to make some differences on this function. So I'm taking it to another step. But the table is from now on is gonna be A, because just previously created a table. It will be A. New column name is gonna be Y, and in here, for example, when I get it, as you see, it will be just same as the X column. But in here, we need to uh, define each word's length. So I'm using a length function, text length, just after the each within the list transform, and I can able to get the length of each words. As you see, for example, in here the second one is null, so it's giving 0. Baking has 6 character, because of this it's giving out 6. So it's working good. It will be step B. And the next step, I want to merge each list on the each row. So I will do this in another column, tablet column. It is my just previous table, and my new column name is gonna be Z. Each list zip, I will do this with this zip function, and I will zip X column and Y column. And list zip is working with the curly brackets. So after its original brackets, I'm using curly bracket in here and closing it in here, and I'm closing the tablet column parenthesis. Then I'm able to get the lists. Let's check what's going on. When I expand, they are working good, as you see. Baking, and it's regarding length. Null value, and it's regarding length. Cookies regarding length, so it's working good. Removing this step, and in order to turn Z column to the table, I need to use a function named table from rows, and by that way I will turn those all lists in the Z column to the tables. So nearly solved the problem. Everything is going good. This will be step C, but this is the, I think, most critical step, C step. After that, I need to get into a record. So in order to attain records, I'm using rectangular brackets in here, and at the end of the table from rows, I'm closing its respective brackets, and then uh, I need to define A. Yes, this will turn a records, and I want to see only defines A records, and because of this I'm using rectangular bracket and writing inside it A, and then by that way I can get into a next step. My target is to create another column in here, and this will occur to show the longest word's length. In this column I will show in each row 7 7 7 7 7, and after that I will equalize second column and this newly created column to each other. Then I will get a false and true values, and I will extract the true value, true row. So the row which is recognized as true, it will be extracted, and by that way I will get the longest length of the words of this table. So this is my target, and then comma, I will go to another step. This step name will be B, and I will use column 2, and it will be in a next column. I will create a new column, tablet column. My table is just previous table, which is A. New column name is gonna be, let's say, C each, and column 2, I will use only column 2, and in here I want to see step B. As you see, just same as the second column, but I want to take the maximum of this column. So list max of second column, column 2, and I'm closing the parenthesis. Yeah, it gave me an error, and in order to fix it I need to write A in here. So as you see, I'm able to get the longest length for each for this table. For this table, the longest word is cookies, and its length is 7. So I wrote 7 on another column, and after that I will equalize this. I will equalize C and column 2 to each other, and then I will get true for the cookies. Then I will select the true value in order to extract the longest words in this table. So I go to the next step. This will be step C, and I will do this process in another column, new column, tablet column. This column will utilize B table. This is from now on, this is B table because we are inside B table, and this column name gonna be D. After each, column 2 needs to be equalized to C column. So I want to see within the C step, column 2, this parenthesis is excessive, and B, D each, column 2 equal to C column. Yeah, there is a parenthesis missing in here. And as you can see, we get the boolean type of the values on D column, true and false, and we will extract the true. So in order to do this, shift enter, I'm getting a space under the C, using comma to go into the next step, and this step will be D. I will use table select rows, and on the C table I need to use each. D column needs to have the value of true, so true value needs to be equalized to D column, and I want to see within the D column, and after that I'm able to get the longest words for each sentence. But as you see in here, there more than one words has the longest length. So because of this, in the challenge also I need to get alpha. So this means that I need to extract the first row of this table. I will use the first function table first n will handle this table first n. The first argument is table as table, so these are table, already created table, and I want to see the first row, so I'm writing 1, and after that I want to see the step, and as you see in this sentence also I'm able to extract the first row of the table. So after that we don't need the C and D columns, so column 1 and column 2 needs to be extracted in here. Column 1, column 2, case sensitive, so I need to just exact the same needs to be. And after that, column 1, column 2 columns are extracted, and we nearly get the solution. After that I will expand this table. New table names will be longest words and length. This will be step C. Step results can be applied in here, and I need only the longest word and length, rectangular brackets. So this is working properly, and we get the solution exact same. And this is my solution for this challenge, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day.